something else.
Nocturne.
Maybe they try to bring in Orianna early, something like that. It was banned out actually in game number 1 on the red side by KT. And Fly looked really clean on it. He is currently 2-0 on the pick. Not going to go for it just yet. They want to wait and see. They will go ahead and pick up Skarner, actually, ahead of the Gragas this time.
Old Ambition fullback pick. So many champions left open. The Nocturne, for example, the Gragas, all of them abandoned. And yeah, KT just lock in the Shen support for Mata, and it seems like Yukal might be running onto the Rise again. Common pick for QV in the top lane. Outside chance Smeb will play it, but probably going to be Yukal and his Realm Warp against Griffin that we alluded to a couple of times in game number 1. Was a match winner. Gen.G haven't chosen any of their bot lane yet, but seem like they'll take the strongest marksman available in the Varus. Could ban away the Ezreal if they want to. The Ezreal versus Varus matchup is a Varus winning matchup, but denying options away from Deft, always something worth considering.
Yeah, I like the pickup. They're not going up against Galio, Rakan, and, you know, crazy deep engage on the side of KT this time, so they decide, hey, we can get the Varus
versus Marksman and have similar win conditions. The Morgana here to empower both the Varus and also the Skarner, as Deft just confidently locks in Kai'Sa for the 2v2, most likely. Okay, so tricky lane for the Kai'Sa, but they're saying, hey, we like long games too. We're going to play Kai'Sa.
Dino, not the strongest in the lane. You're going up against Morgana Varus. You better hope you are ready to deal with some poke and some really hard laning phases. And looks like maybe we will have Fly move off of the Swain as well. I do like this. Bring him on something else. The Orianna's banned. Zoe left available until last pick, and they'll gladly scoop that up.
Long-range poke, very useful against Kai'Sa, who really needs to get down and dirty in short range. The game goes on to fully get the damage out of her kit. Does mean that Swain is a mid laner being chunked out, no teleport from Yukal. They should be able to take this Infernal Drake. Nice first spawn for Gen.G, who are always going to have 2v2 lane control on bot. They picked that one up. In hindsight, thinking about Ruler, maybe this would have been a Manamune into Lethality Comet build Varus, because then in that siege scenario we're talking about, able to chunk from range and do a lot of damage. Bot lane.
Looking for the engage here. Score comes in, but it's hit 3-on-3. But look at KT popping on in. His Deft and first blood goes to him. The Impale, though, and the Shen ultimate is going to keep him alive on the backside. So Mata, another good engage. He finds the kill for his AD carry.
Mata able to make it look deadly on the Shen, and so easy is the cleanup for Deft afterwards. Now this.
Well, you take the Rift Herald, you use the Rift Herald, especially if the top lane has been pushing in, as Smeb has been doing. QV trying to stop it there, but is a little bit too late. This is going to get the charge in the first blood turret up in the top side, and actually going for the engage now. QV, again, he doesn't have the stopwatch, has to flash away, but there it is. Mata is there for the flash taunt, and they get the kill for the side of KT. Nicely done. Looked like the mid turret did go down for the side of KT, but another charge comes in. Definitely a big win for KT.
Ambition wastes his might, doesn't have enough damage to kill it, and the minimum damage is huge. Ruler will be able to do a lot of turret damage, and on the next minion wave, take it. Gotta wonder why QV and Gen.G continue to stay up. They could have pulled away much and give so much extra time for them to come up. Def can't afford to be stunned. He does pick up the Trouble Bubble, but will Q assess it.
I mean, you'll remember the beginning of the game. I was like, hey, nobody picked up a stopwatch. That's weird. Well, it is a purchasable item, and 4 people on the side of Gen.G picked it up afterwards. Even the Varus interrupting his build, saying, I need to pick it up too. They want to win this mid-game on the back of 4 extra stopwatches, I suppose.
Getting so much turret damage is Gen.G. KT have to fully commit, and if they don't fully commit, they lose things. There's teleport coming in.
It's going to be a really nice teleport, but double flash available. Fly trying to get over the wall here, but the rest of KT comes in and takes him out. Another kill going over to the side of Deft, and here comes the flash from Yukal as well as the Kai'Sa. A double kill now to Deft on the Kai'Sa, who picks up a huge chunk of gold.
They're set up on a silver platter to be hard carried by the Kai'Sa. This is what's going to happen increasingly in teamfights. Q Evolve now available with the Storm Razor and the Pickaxe. So much burst damage, so many plasma stacks from Rise, from Sejuani. from the teammates. Roll him up, stack him up. He will definitely knock him dead. Here is the replay. It's a teleport from Smeb just to remove disengage options for Fly. They get the first kill very easily. And then we know all about CC. CC comes in, the Kai'Sa flies in. Goodbye, Cubit.
Look at Ruler in the mid lane just dying alone here. What the hell is going on by himself as Deft is taking the bottom turret? Unbelievable. That is another big mistake. And, well, KT will gladly accept it. Trying to do a bit of chip damage here. Score has the positioning on the smite. They're going to have it come on in. They engage onto the Skarner, but no follow-up. They just want the Drake instead. The trouble bubble on Amada, and he disappears. Now Cuvée in the front line looking to take down Score. Ambition going to flash on top of the Shen too. But Smeb actually, that was North. He gets out of there with a perfect Realm War from the Rise. Unbelievable, but Score on the backside, not going to be able to have his friend help him, will go down.
And the punishment here could be a Baron for the side of Gen.G. They're going to run straight to that objective and try to make it happen. Score is dead. Can KT find a way to stop?
Charging on in, and there's the Kai'Sa. Does a lot of damage on the front line. Good taunt there with the dodge circle. Also, Smeb going to join up, but look at Ruler in the front line. He's going to push Deft away, and it looks like Ruler's going to try to win this fight for his team. Mana and Yukao so low. Smeb, though, on the top side, going 1v3. Takes out a kill. Yukao's going to go down eventually, as Swain also took out Mata, but they stopped the Baron, which was very important.
Yeah, they have to give up kills. They serve them on a silver platter, but it's all to stop the Baron going down. The Baron is repelled. Deft picks up red buff, and will try to get his Rage Blade gold on plays as well. KT dead.
Yep, that is, I think, the third time this game where a member of Gen.G has been caught out. They were really clean in game number 1, outside of the one time Ruler got caught, and maybe just the long game. They're just not responding to this pressure very well. They do not have the vision in the river, and unfortunately it's CoreJJ on the weak Morgana that has to put it down. Doesn't have the support, and they easily take his life.
CoreJJ's only played one game of Morgana and a loss because usually his job is to Tomcan, just to clear vision and be safe to allow Ruler to live. They're on the Baron. It's currently at half health.
Let's see the smite here. How's it gonna be? That's really the question. Ambition looking for it, and it's not gonna go to him this time. A little bit early on that one. Ambition gets low. Cuvée in the back line here is gonna have to stopwatch. Has the Zhonya's now, and down he will go.
14 to level 13. Let's watch the smite. It's on point from Score. That's all you need to know. Cuvé's able to zone for a long time. Deft can't get into the back line this time, but Ruler has no flash, so he can't really walk up.
Side running out of mana. He needs to go back, and now he's going to be late. The flash on in. They're looking for Score this time, but he's extremely tanky, and Ruler forced to stopwatch early. Going to the back line here is Deft 1v4, but he has the support of his team now. Yukao's going to be there. Gets another Zhonya's out of Cuvée, but down he will go. And it looks like KT are in a fantastic spot to take the game.
Get excited, fans. KT Rolster have been able to outdraft and outplay Gen.G here. They took such a calculated risk. They look at Gen.G and say, we can get away with the Kai'Sa. They certainly have. It's a highway robbery.
Oh boy, they have. Only the one inhibitor left with the 2 Nexus Search and the double TP.
Okay.
They don't want to have this game go on any longer. They are going to end it. Trying to snipe here is Deft. But with the 2 TPs, I think they will at least go for the inhibitor. Kind of reconsidering the Nexus turrets right now without their Baron buff. So they take the 3rd inhibitor, and now they'll look to back away. They're going to try to get onto Deft. There's the trouble bubble. They got the linebackers in the front, but here is the rest of the team. The taunt comes through, and Ruler gets low, but KT's even lower. They need to back off immediately. They get the objective, a bit of a risky play, but it works out.
Turn off the Baron with so many ways to apply plasma and also huge damage. And speaking of huge damage, remember the Baron? Remember me! Cheryl Dean screams, she's dead.
That was just about as fast as you'd like it, even with double Infernal and not Mountain.
Smeb, not to start the fight, but any pick will do.
Already chunking out Ambition with just auto attacks, just Smeb and Deft, the duo. The ult's gonna go wide, but they just want to flood the base with some minions. Cuvée gonna make a last stand here in the front line, but it looks like KT, they have that open Nexus. They just want to win the game here. as the rest of Gen G desperately trying to get into that back line, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to do it. They all melt in the front line. Yukal in the top side too, gonna take out 2, and that's gonna do it. Get excited, the 2-0 for KT comes through over Gen G.
Big 2-0 today for KT Rolster fans. They will start to believe that summer season with Kingzone and SKT falling away, maybe SKT can be the kings of summer once again. It's been so many years, so that's been relevant. Good old 2014, it was KT Rolster Arrows. There was no score on that lineup. Score in the search for his first ever title. The title is not won in July, but it is a series victory for KT Rolster. Their drafting has been solid. They had a plan against Griffin. Leave open the Swain. We don't care about Griffin Swain. It worked. They had a plan in this game against the team of Gen G. Take the Kai'Sa. They won't be able to punish a weak 2v2 lane. It worked. KT have had the little miracles, the little advantages over their enemies. They edge this one out 2-0, and KT fans will feel like maybe this can be a time to smile and look forward to the next game rather than creep between your eyes and hope for the best.
They've definitely proven a lot, at least in the last 4 games. You mentioned Afrika, SKT Griffin, and now Gen G in a row as well. They went down to Kingzone. That's the other big name that's still left. They lost to them 0-2 in the first round, but that was a more successful and more solid Kingzone in round number 1. I think in the current state of the game and the current state of the teams, KT is definitely favored over Kingzone. And that matchup will be happening on Thursday, I believe, so definitely wait and check that one out in a couple of days.
Now, if you care about history, Kingzone always beat KT, so we'll see if that changes, but you're right. Surely this is the time.